Hello fellow traders, this is Paul Lummel. Got another stock here for you. I actually have two stocks. First one here is CRK Stock Resources Inc. I'm going to break down the cycles in a second, but let me show you also the second stock is VVPR. I'll break down these cycles also here in a second. But first, before we dive in, make sure to smash that like button and subscribe. It really helps us reach more traders like you and keeps you updated on our latest trading tips. Also, we're looking for talent, maybe someone who's not locked into their own way of trading and is open to exploring a new outside-the-box form of cycle-based trading, which we use to swing trade equities and day trade indexes, SPY, QQQ, and futures. If you have any interest in that, DM me through our social media or email me at paul@bigkahnatradingclub.com and I'll give you more information. Okay, also just keep in mind we're still in an E+ market, still not great, where we have a 1 month cycle setting on the index, and so definitely be careful, be cautious. You can find more information out about the market rating at bigkahnatradingclub.club/market-rating. Okay, breaking down the cycles here on CRK Stock Resources Inc. And you can see we had a big breakout in 2022. 4 BMI, vector of 1, really strong breakout. And you got some extended cycles on the cup, mainly because of that big run, huge run out of the base. Takes a long time to process that selling pressure. So basically what would happen here, we had a TM-5 cycle, that's a 12 to 15 month cycle, and then a TY1, it's 1.5 year plus cycle. And basically those bottomed out the pullback from that 4 BMI breakout. You can see right here we had the $10 psychological price point came in. You see right there, about 750 on the first one here. That was the low there, 750 retest here. And then you start to have major support at $10 PPP. Broke out of that, came back, retested the $15 psychological price point with some error in the consolidation. And so right now we're at a PBC zone. You had a 1.5 month cycle, and now we have a TD9, a 50-day cycle on that pullback. And it's right at the $20 psychological price point. So if it comes back and tested again, probably going to hold, let's say, above 1950 or so. That's my guess. This high right here is 19. So maybe it goes back into that trough, but I think it's going to hold pretty close to 20 bucks. We got 1, 2, 3. We got 4 tests of that 1750 PPP and dip down close to $15. But it looks pretty good. We'll break down the potential price targets and take a look at VVPR when we get back. If you're unfamiliar with any of the trading terms I'm using, you can find our club lingo at bigkahnatradingclub.club/lingo. Okay, looking at price targets on this CRK, we have 4 BMI in the base. If you extrapolate the base BMI 4 times 21 or so, is 84 plus 21. That's $100 plus. If you go that route, now again, I always like to look for 200% gain on these high BMI stocks out of the PBC zone. So if we get up here, PBC zone is 25 bucks or so before we get a couple weight pullback. You'd be at 200% is 75 bucks with that 2 times 25, 50 plus 25, 75 bucks on a target. And also you get major resistance at the $60 area from that 2012, 2014 lows. So again, that takes you up into that $60 to $70 area a couple different ways. And now if we hit the base BMI target, it could be $100 plus. But you know, this was kind of a deep retrace. I'm not so sure the pattern quality is there to send it all the way to 100 bucks, but definitely a couple 100% out of the PBC zone is quite likely. So, you know, blue sky for all the way back to 2015 too. So let's take a look at VVPR also. Okay, VVPR set a 5 BMI breakout, vector of 1 back in 2024. And so we had a pullback to the TM-5 cycle. It's a very key cycle. It's a 12 to 15 month cycle. And pull back off of that. pretty much bottomed at that 250 psychological price point, and now we have a TM1 cycle setting up. So if it pulls back for a few days inside of that, and quite likely will hold the trough highs around 290 or so, at least on a close. So I'll be looking for that. If you get that dip down there and it's holding, and then you get a breakout of a 3 to 4 bar high, that could be a great entry on it. And if this BMI repeats over here, could be a really nice gain coming out of that. So if it repeated off of the U pivot, we'd be at $60 basically, 5 times 10 plus 10. Coming from $3, that's 2,000%. That's pretty pie in the sky. You never know. These things can move, especially the high vector ones. 2 days, 5 BMI gains. Something's driving it. Look under the hood. This could be a decent one. It doesn't look like it's optionable, but definitely has a nice chart. Again, VVPR, Vivo Power International PLC. If you're interested in a trading style and want to join the club or get one-on-one coaching, head over to cycletradingtraining.com. Hope you enjoyed the video. Take care.